shrimp behavior and making them easier prey, experts say. To mimic conditions in the wild, scientists exposed the estuary-dwelling shrimp to the antidepressant fluoxetine or fluoxetine at levels. It's just a fluoride. That's what Prozac is a fluoride molecule derivative, scientists have said on the show. At levels detected in average sewage treatment waste. And it goes on to say fluoxetine is the key ingredient in the drugs Prozac and Seraphim. Shrimp normally gravitate towards safe, dark corners, but when exposed to the chemical, the shrimp were 5 times more likely to swim towards a bright region of water, the team discovered. The behavior makes them much more likely to be eaten by a predator, such as a fish or a bird. See, and this is what the public's like. They're like zombies on fluoride, which is a similar molecule to this, and the Prozac people are on. And that's why when they started death education federally in public schools in 1991, even 2020 did a report on this in 1994. I covered, I have screenshots of it in Police State 2, The Takeover. They go in and they say, we're going to teach you 8th graders how to not commit suicide for a week-long class. And they show them videos of a girl strangling herself with her shoelaces. And then the little girl takes her shoelaces off. She's depressed. She's got zits. Her boyfriend broke up with her. She's 12 years old. She walks into the bathroom on the coat rack. They're even removing the coat hangers in the bathrooms around the country. You can search that term. In fact, search schools removing coat hangers from bathrooms because of suicide, and they just taught, they were taught how to do it, and they just hang themselves, and they're always on serotonin reuptake inhibitors. They're highly suggestible. You're like, why doesn't the public care? Why aren't they involved? Why don't they wake up? Why don't they get angry about the banks looting us? You're on fluoride. It makes you docile. It's the main ingredient in Prozac. It makes the shrimp and the frogs and the fish do the same thing. You're being chemically hit. It's 100%, whether it's on purpose or not, and we know it's on purpose. But whether it's on purpose or not, we know it's doing this. Now, do you care about your family enough to wake up to it? Well, you can't. You're on fluoride, the ingredient of Prozac. So you can't. You can't. You've been chemically lobotomized. We'll be right back.
Hounded by debt collectors with phone calls and letters? Thinking of calling a debt relief company? Don't. Greedy lawyers and debt companies charge thousands. Why pay when you can get their solution absolutely free with New York Times best-selling author Herb Kay's #1 debt secret, the how-to on stopping the calls without paying the debt companies. Yes, free for a very limited time. Here's Herb Kay.
Don't get ripped off by credit repair companies when I can give you the information you need to do it yourself for free.
Herb Kay was right. His free information helped me stop the calls and settle my debt.
What do you have to lose? Stop the calls now. Get out of debt and have more money. Get Herb Kay's #1 debt secret absolutely free now. Call 800-405-7850. That's 800-405-7850. 800-405-7850.
They helped to create a new world order.
We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The new world order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Gulf War vets, 9/11 workers, people around the Gulf oil spill fumes. All were exposed to toxic chemicals in the air and became ill. Even in your home, air contamination can make you sick. You have been exposed to airborne toxic particulate matter and volatile organic compounds causing fatigue, flu-like symptoms, or worse. Protect yourself. You cannot trust anyone to do it for you. Clean the air in your home or workplace with a HealthMate Plus air purifier. Call airfiltersandpurifiers.com for answers on how to purify the air you breathe. Contact airfiltersandpurifiers.com and ask about the HealthMate Plus. The HealthMate Plus is capable of trapping 99.97% of all polluting particulates. Buy the HealthMate Plus today with no tax, free shipping, a 5-year warranty, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to airfiltersandpurifiers.com. GCN listeners get a 5% discount by using promo code GCN. Call 800-499-2418 or go to airfiltersandpurifiers.com. Your trusted advisor for clean air.
One more point on the shrimp. They go on to report that it's concentrating not just in shrimp but other animals, and then we are eating the shrimp and other fish. We're at the top of the food chain. So we take the Prozac, it goes into the water, goes into other water supplies, humans drink it. They're adding fluoride that has a similar effect. It's the base chemical that they're making it out of. Then that goes out to the to sea. The shrimp then eat it. We then eat the shrimp. The fish eat the shrimp. We eat the fish. And we're at the top of the food chain, so we are just a toxic brew. So there's that Prozac story. In other news, I got to move quick now. H.R. 5741, National Compulsory Bill. We call it the Slave Bill. That's up at GCNlive.com. Rob Dew just wrote this article. GCNlive.com, also on Infowars.com. H.R. 5741, bill now in committee. And it's a National Mandatory Service Act, not just for the military, but to serve in other groups. We also have the article about Rush Limbaugh, it seems, starting to wake up. Clash of the Classes. Does Rush Limbaugh finally get it? That's also up at GCNlive.com. And I'm trying to find my final news that I wanted to hit, which was so exciting. Ah, here it is. This is in the New York Times, but they're horrified in this report. They say cities and counties that own all this land, they're going back to the Homestead Act of 1862 and selling state and county land and city land to citizens at low prices. God forbid, to raise money. There are many states that upwards of 90%, like Nevada and Utah, are federal. And then the rest of the land, most of it is state. And the feds have now created legislation to buy even more land up. Instead of empowering our economy and having people become landowners, but it says cities view homesteads as source of income. It hardly sounds like a prudent scheme, but it's a bit of deja vu that is exactly what this small Nebraska city aims to do. Oh, and it's terrible. You know, the city's hogging all this land that they got when they were incorporated through the Homestead Act that was meant to be for people to stake a claim to. You're supposed to, all that federal and state land, you're supposed to get it. It's supposed to be yours. You're supposed to be able to get 40 acres of that. No, 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 no. And then you can improve it and sell it. So imagine the New York Times, these globalists that represent the trillionaires, the people that run the planet, they don't want you having a piece of state or federal property and paying for the stinking thing. You're not even supposed to pay for it. Supposed to pay a little filing fee for the claim office. Oh, it makes me mad. These people are so sick. They want you bankrupt. Here's another one. There's some more good news. This is out of AP. L.A. suburb residents march over high city salaries. Thousands of city employees, some of which being paid $787,000 plus bonuses. And the citizens point out they've raised taxes. The roads aren't being fixed. 40,000 of them live in poverty in the town, in the suburb, and they are angry, and they want the mayor, Oscar Hernandez, and others to stop being paid so much money. Absolutely. Government paychecks are going up for the bureaucrats, going down for the people. So people are starting to really figure out who their enemies are. Here's another report. I see these every day. City terminates all but 2 in police force. Well, you know what? It says the small Texas town of Kaufman County, the combined city council laid off their only deputies. Well, there's already county police, county sheriffs. You know, we don't need cops to just write us tickets and then let the illegal aliens go. So another issue is we don't need all these cops. But you notice, where do you always see the cops? Where the money's at. Because they're there sucking off everybody for the government. They're tax collectors. That doesn't mean we don't need some police. But more and more, they're just tax collectors. So that was interesting and quite informative. Jeb Bush is setting his sights on the White House. Give me a break. Great job, crew. Stay with us, Infowars.com. We'll be right back.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Be sure to visit GCNlive.com today.
Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones, and I want to tell you about the Silver Lungs generator. Now you can produce pure and endless